Begin investing in yourself today. Believe in your potential, nurture your mind, body, and soul. Learn, grow, and embrace every experience. Surround yourself with positivity, rise from setbacks, and pursue your passions. Every small step builds strength, confidence, and purpose. Your greatest investment is always you. Believing in yourself is the first step toward transforming your life. It is the quiet, unwavering voice within that tells you, I am capable, I am worthy, I can rise above this. Self-belief is not arrogance or overconfidence. It is the deep-rooted understanding that regardless of external circumstances, your potential is limitless. Many of us spend years seeking validation from others, measuring our worth against opinions, achievements, or comparisons, and yet, true power lies within the acceptance and trust in ourselves. When you believe in yourself, every challenge becomes an opportunity, and every setback becomes a lesson rather than a defeat. Self-belief shapes the way we perceive the world, and more importantly, how we act within it. It gives us the courage to step out of our comfort zones, to speak our truth, and to pursue dreams that might seem impossible. Without it, fear governs our decisions, and doubt limits our progress. But when you nurture confidence in your abilities, you create a magnetic energy that not only drives you forward, but also inspires those around you. It allows you to take risks, embrace failures, and continue moving forward with resilience. Believing in yourself does not mean that you will never feel fear or uncertainty. In fact, the stronger your self-belief, the more you will recognize fear and doubt, confront them, and move past them. It is the inner voice that whispers encouragement when the world seems to shout discouragement. It is the force that propels you to try again after failure, to dream bigger after disappointment, and to push beyond limits when giving up seems easier. Each time you act with self-belief, you are reinforcing the truth that your worth and abilities are not defined by temporary circumstances, but by the courage and determination within you. Self-belief also strengthens your sense of responsibility and accountability. When you trust yourself, you recognize that your actions, choices, and efforts are in your hands. You stop blaming external factors for your situation and start taking active steps toward growth and improvement. It empowers you to set goals, pursue them relentlessly, and measure success not by comparison to others, but by your own progress. You learn to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and to view mistakes as stepping stones rather than setbacks. Moreover, self-belief creates a ripple effect in relationships and life opportunities. People are naturally drawn to those who carry confidence and assurance, not arrogance, but the quiet strength of someone who knows their worth. It allows you to advocate for yourself, to communicate clearly, and to pursue paths that align with your values and dreams. When you believe in yourself, you unlock the ability to create a life that resonates with purpose, passion, and authenticity. In essence, self-belief is the foundation on which every personal transformation is built. It nurtures courage, resilience, and determination, allowing you to face challenges with grace and pursue your dreams with unwavering commitment. It is the light that guides you when the path is unclear, the strength that holds you when the journey is tough, and the voice that reminds you that, above all, you are capable of achieving greatness beyond imagination. Time is the one resource that is truly equal for everyone, yet how we use it defines the course of our lives. Every second that passes is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to create, and to move closer to the life we envision. Unlike money or possessions, time cannot be earned back once it is spent, making it the most valuable asset we possess. Yet, so often, we overlook its power, allowing days to slip by in routines, distractions, or procrastination, failing to recognize that how we invest our time today determines the quality of our tomorrow. Understanding that time is precious shifts the way we approach life. It teaches us to prioritize what truly matters, to focus on growth over comfort, and to make choices that align with our goals and values. Each moment spent learning a new skill, cultivating a positive habit, or nurturing relationships is a deliberate investment in yourself. Conversely, time wasted on negativity, comparison, or fear is an opportunity lost. When you view time as your greatest asset, every day becomes a chance to move closer to your dreams, to deepen your understanding of yourself, and to build a life of purpose and fulfillment. Time also reminds us of the importance of presence. While planning for the future and reflecting on the past are necessary, the present moment is where life truly unfolds. Investing in the now means giving your full attention to the tasks, people, and experiences that shape your growth. It is in these small, intentional actions that lasting change occurs. Each hour spent cultivating your mind, body, and spirit compounds over time, creating momentum that carries you toward your aspirations. Recognizing the value of each moment instills a sense of urgency, not stress, but a mindful awareness that encourages meaningful action rather than idle waiting. Moreover, treating time as an asset encourages discipline and self-respect. When you honor your time, you honor yourself. You begin to make conscious choices about what deserves your energy, who deserves your attention, and which opportunities are worth pursuing. This mindset fosters a life of intention rather than reaction, where every decision contributes to your growth and well-being. It allows you to break free from distractions, to minimize wasted energy, and to focus on what will truly move you forward. Time also teaches patience and resilience. Investments of effort, learning, and self-improvement may not yield immediate results, but consistent dedication over days, months, and years leads to profound transformation. By valuing time, you cultivate the discipline to persist, knowing that every small effort compounds into significant progress. It becomes clear that rushing, shortcuts, or seeking instant gratification often undermines the true potential of your actions. Understanding the power of time empowers you to design your life consciously. Each day becomes an opportunity to invest in yourself, to nurture your passions, to strengthen relationships, and to grow into the person you aspire to be. Time waits for no one, and yet it rewards those who respect it, cherish it, and use it wisely. By recognizing time as your greatest asset, you embrace the responsibility to live deliberately, to act intentionally, and to make every moment count, knowing that the way you spend your hours today shapes the legacy you leave tomorrow. Education is often thought of as the knowledge gained from books, classrooms, and formal institutions, but its true essence goes far beyond pages and lectures. Real education is the process of understanding life, developing wisdom, and cultivating skills that empower you to navigate the world with confidence and purpose. It is the awareness that learning does not stop at degrees or certificates, but continues in every experience, every interaction, and every challenge you face. When you embrace education beyond books, you open yourself to growth in ways that textbooks cannot teach. Resilience, empathy, creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence become the pillars of your development. Life itself is a teacher. Every obstacle, setback, and unexpected turn carries lessons that are often more profound than any theoretical knowledge. By observing, reflecting, and adapting, you gain insights into human behavior, decision-making, and problem-solving. The ability to apply knowledge in real-world situations, to learn from mistakes, and to respond with wisdom is what sets apart those who merely accumulate information from those who truly educate themselves. Traveling, exploring different cultures, and stepping outside your comfort zone are all forms of education that broaden perspective and deepen understanding. Education beyond books also emphasizes self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears is a lifelong journey that formal education rarely addresses in depth. Journaling, meditation, or even honest conversations with mentors and peers provide insights into who you are and who you want to become. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize and manage your emotions, as well as understand others' emotions, is a form of education that no classroom can fully impart, yet it shapes your success, relationships, and personal fulfillment in profound ways. Skill building is another essential aspect. Learning a new language, mastering a craft, developing leadership qualities, or cultivating problem-solving skills equips you with tools that empower independence and creativity. These skills, learned through practice and experience, become lifelong assets. The process of trial, error, and refinement teaches patience, perseverance, and adaptability, qualities that textbooks alone cannot instill. Furthermore, education beyond books nurtures curiosity and a love for continuous learning. It teaches you to question assumptions, explore different viewpoints, and seek knowledge in unconventional ways. Podcasts, documentaries, conversations with experts, and hands-on experiences all contribute to a richer, more holistic understanding of the world. This type of learning encourages you to think critically, make informed decisions, and innovate rather than simply follow prescribed paths. The value of education beyond books lies in its ability to transform not just what you know, but who you are. It empowers you to grow as a person, to interact meaningfully with the world, and to approach life with wisdom, creativity, and compassion. Knowledge gained through experience, reflection, and practice complements formal education and prepares you to face challenges with resilience and confidence. True learning is a lifelong journey, and by embracing education beyond books, you invest in a future where your mind, heart, and spirit are continually expanding. Health is the foundation upon which every aspect of life is built, yet it is often taken for granted until it begins to falter. True wealth is not measured by material possessions, accolades, or bank balances, but by the strength, vitality, and balance of our body, mind, and spirit. Without health, even the greatest achievements can lose their meaning, and the smallest challenges can feel insurmountable. Investing in your well-being is the most valuable decision you can make because it equips you with the energy, clarity, and resilience necessary to pursue your dreams and live fully. Physical health is the most visible manifestation of this wealth. The choices we make regarding diet, exercise, and sleep determine not only our longevity, but also the quality of our daily experiences. Nourishing your body with wholesome food, staying active, and allowing it adequate rest are forms of self-respect and self-investment. Every effort to strengthen your body, from a simple walk to consistent workouts, enhances your vitality and builds the stamina needed to face life's challenges. When your body functions optimally, it becomes easier to focus, create, and engage with the world with enthusiasm and confidence. Mental health, equally crucial, shapes the way we perceive life and respond to its demands. A healthy mind fosters clarity, creativity, emotional stability, and resilience. Neglecting mental well-being can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of being overwhelmed, even when external circumstances are favorable. Practicing mindfulness, seeking emotional support, setting boundaries, and engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment are ways to cultivate mental strength. Just as physical health requires care and attention, so too does the mind, and nurturing it ensures that you can navigate life's uncertainties with grace and balance. Spiritual or emotional health, often overlooked, is the quiet strength that sustains us during life's storms. It is the sense of purpose, connection, and inner peace that cannot be measured but profoundly influences our overall well-being. Investing in self-reflection, gratitude, compassion, and meaningful relationships deepens this aspect of health, providing a foundation of resilience that material wealth alone cannot offer. When body, mind, and spirit are aligned and cared for, they create a harmony that radiates into every facet of life. Health is also an investment in time and opportunities. When we are well, we have the capacity to work, create, and contribute to the world around us. Poor health limits our potential, drains energy, and can prevent us from achieving even our simplest goals. By prioritizing wellness, we ensure that we can show up fully in every role, whether as a professional, a friend, a family member, or a community member. In essence, health is a form of freedom. It allows us to move through life with strength, clarity, and purpose. It empowers us to pursue our passions, overcome obstacles, and savor moments of joy. Investing in your health today, through mindful choices, self-care, and consistent attention, is the most enduring and rewarding form of wealth you can cultivate, for it sustains not only your life, but the quality of every life you touch. The people and environments we surround ourselves with shape our mindset, influence our decisions, and ultimately determine the trajectory of our lives. Growth does not happen in isolation. It is nurtured through connections, experiences, and exposure to perspectives that challenge, inspire, and uplift us. Choosing to surround yourself with growth is a deliberate act, one that requires awareness and courage, because it often means stepping away from comfort zones, letting go of negativity, and seeking out what elevates your mind, heart, and spirit. The first step in surrounding yourself with growth is identifying the influences in your life. Every person you interact with, every community you belong to, and even the content you consume has the power to shape your thoughts, beliefs, and habits. Positive, growth-oriented people encourage you to dream bigger, push beyond your limitations, and hold you accountable when you falter. They celebrate your successes without envy and provide guidance and support during challenges. By consciously choosing relationships that inspire and motivate, you create a network that propels you forward rather than holding you back. Equally important is being mindful of environments that cultivate learning and progress. Environments that foster creativity, curiosity, and continuous learning provide opportunities to expand your skills and understanding. This might include professional communities, mentorship circles, workshops, or even simple daily routines that encourage self-reflection and development. When you immerse yourself in spaces that value growth, you absorb habits, ideas, and attitudes that accelerate your personal evolution. Surrounding yourself with growth also involves the content and media you engage with. Books, podcasts, documentaries, and educational resources offer wisdom, inspiration, and knowledge that can transform the way you think and act. Exposure to stories of resilience, creativity, and achievement fuels motivation and provides practical insights into navigating challenges. Choosing these sources over negative, limiting, or fear-driven content is a conscious investment in your mindset and your future. Importantly, growth is contagious. When you commit to personal development and surround yourself with like-minded individuals, the energy, ambition, and positivity in your circle reinforce your own journey. Conversations with mentors, peers, or even strangers who challenge your assumptions and offer fresh perspectives expand your understanding and open doors to new opportunities. They teach you that failure is not a setback, but a lesson, that effort is more valuable than immediate success, and that resilience is built through persistence. Yet, surrounding yourself with growth is not just about others. It is equally about your own commitment to evolve. It is a mutual exchange, giving encouragement, support, and inspiration while receiving the same in return. Growth thrives in relationships where authenticity, accountability, and curiosity are present, and where individuals uplift rather than compete destructively. Choosing to surround yourself with growth transforms every aspect of life. It shifts your mindset from limitation to possibility, from fear to courage, and from stagnation to progress. By intentionally placing yourself in the company of people, experiences, and environments that challenge, inspire, and elevate, you create a fertile ground for personal transformation. The energy, knowledge, and perspective you absorb become tools to navigate life with confidence, purpose, and passion, allowing you to not only reach your potential, but also to inspire others to do the same. Resilience is one of the most valuable investments you can make in yourself, yet it is often overlooked in a world that celebrates immediate success and visible achievements. True resilience is the ability to face challenges, endure hardships, and rise stronger after setbacks. It is not about avoiding pain or difficulty, but about developing the inner strength and mindset to navigate life's storms with grace and determination. When you view resilience as an investment, you recognize that every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, contributes to a foundation of strength that will support you throughout your life. Building resilience requires self-awareness and acceptance. It begins with understanding that difficulties are a natural part of life and that your response to them defines your growth. Life will inevitably present moments of disappointment, loss, and failure, but each of these experiences carries lessons that shape character and fortify the spirit. By embracing challenges rather than fearing them, you create an opportunity to cultivate patience, adaptability, and perseverance. Each time you rise after a setback, you are adding to your personal wealth of resilience, equipping yourself to handle future trials with greater confidence. Resilience also involves emotional intelligence and self-regulation. Being resilient does not mean suppressing emotions or pretending that hardships do not affect you. It means acknowledging your feelings, processing them, and choosing constructive action over reaction. This ability to manage emotions under pressure enhances decision-making, strengthens relationships, and allows you to maintain clarity even in difficult circumstances. Investing time and effort into understanding your emotional patterns and developing coping strategies is an investment in long-term stability and personal growth. Another aspect of resilience is perspective. Resilient individuals view challenges as opportunities rather than threats, understanding that growth often emerges from discomfort. When faced with failure or rejection, they reflect on what can be learned rather than dwelling on what has been lost. This mindset transforms setbacks into stepping stones, turning obstacles into catalysts for innovation, self-improvement, and renewed determination. By cultivating this perspective, you reinforce the idea that life's difficulties are temporary, while the strength gained from overcoming them is enduring. Resilience is also about preparation and proactive action. Investing in your physical, mental, and emotional well-being equips you to face adversity with greater stability. Developing healthy habits, seeking knowledge, and fostering supportive relationships create a buffer against life's uncertainties. When challenges arise, a resilient individual draws on these reserves, remaining grounded and focused while others may falter. Every step taken to strengthen oneself, whether through learning, reflection, or self-care, is an investment that pays dividends in the form of confidence, endurance, and adaptability. Resilience is a lifelong asset that compounds over time. Unlike material wealth, it cannot be taken away or diminished by external circumstances. Each trial endured, each fear confronted, and each challenge overcome adds to your capacity to thrive. By investing in resilience, you cultivate a foundation of strength that supports every ambition, every dream, and every relationship. It allows you to approach life with courage, navigate uncertainty with wisdom, and emerge from adversity not only intact, but transformed. In nurturing resilience, you invest in the most reliable and enduring source of personal power, the unwavering ability to rise again and again, no matter the challenges life presents. Passion and purpose are the twin engines that drive a meaningful and fulfilling life. When you align what you love with why you exist, every action, decision, and effort gains direction and significance. Living without this alignment often leads to emptiness, even in moments of success, because achievements feel hollow when disconnected from what truly matters to your heart. Discovering and pursuing your purpose allows passion to flow naturally, fueling motivation, resilience, and a sense of deep satisfaction. Finding your purpose begins with self-reflection and awareness. It requires asking difficult questions. What brings me joy? What challenges inspire me to grow? What legacy do I want to leave behind? The answers are rarely immediate, and the journey of discovery is ongoing. It often involves experimentation, exploration, and moments of uncertainty. You may stumble, take detours, or even fail, but each experience provides insight into your strengths, values, and the impact you are meant to create. Passion thrives in this clarity, for it is ignited when your natural talents and deepest interests intersect with a cause larger than yourself. Aligning passion with purpose transforms effort into fulfillment. When your daily actions are in harmony with your purpose, work becomes more than a routine. It becomes a calling. Challenges that once felt burdensome are reframed as opportunities for growth, and setbacks are met with perseverance because the outcome matters deeply to you. This alignment creates an internal drive that no external reward can replicate, making it possible to maintain consistency and commitment even in the face of obstacles. Passion fuels energy, creativity, and innovation, while purpose gives these qualities direction and impact. Living in alignment also influences how you engage with the world around you. It allows you to contribute authentically, inspiring others and creating ripples of positive influence. When people witness someone acting from a place of true purpose and passion, it awakens possibilities in themselves, encouraging courage, creativity, and determination. Your alignment becomes a source of inspiration, proof that life can be lived intentionally rather than reactively, and that success is measured not merely by material gain, but by the meaningful impact you create. Developing this alignment requires intentionality and courage. It may mean making difficult choices, letting go of comfort, or stepping away from societal expectations that do not resonate with your inner truth. It demands persistence in pursuing what matters to you, even when recognition is absent or the path ahead is uncertain. Investing time, energy, and focus into nurturing your passions while keeping sight of your purpose is an investment in a life of depth, resilience, and authenticity. Passion and purpose alignment creates a sense of wholeness and empowerment. It allows you to wake up each day with clarity, energy, and a sense of meaning. Your efforts, no matter how small, contribute to a larger vision, and even failures are reframed as lessons and stepping stones. This alignment is not a destination, but a continuous journey of listening to your inner voice, responding to your calling, and allowing your passion to illuminate the path toward your purpose. When your life moves in this harmony, every action becomes an investment in the fullest expression of who you are and the legacy you are meant to leave behind. Passion and purpose are the twin engines that drive a meaningful and fulfilling life. When you align what you love with why you exist, every action, decision, and effort gains direction and significance. Living without this alignment often leads to emptiness, even in moments of success, because achievements feel hollow when disconnected from what truly matters to your heart. Discovering and pursuing your purpose allows passion to flow naturally, fueling motivation, resilience, and a sense of deep satisfaction. Finding your purpose begins with self-reflection and awareness. It requires asking difficult questions. What brings me joy? What challenges inspire me to grow? What legacy do I want to leave behind? The answers are rarely immediate, and the journey of discovery is ongoing. It often involves experimentation, exploration, and moments of uncertainty. You may stumble, take detours, or even fail, but each experience provides insight into your strengths, values, and the impact you are meant to create. Passion thrives in this clarity, for it is ignited when your natural talents and deepest interests intersect with a cause larger than yourself. Aligning passion with purpose transforms effort into fulfillment. When your daily actions are in harmony with your purpose, work becomes more than a routine, it becomes a calling. Challenges that once felt burdensome are reframed as opportunities for growth, and setbacks are met with perseverance because the outcome matters deeply to you. This alignment creates an internal drive that no external reward can replicate, making it possible to maintain consistency and commitment even in the face of obstacles. Passion fuels energy, creativity, and innovation, while purpose gives these qualities direction and impact. Living in alignment also influences how you engage with the world around you. It allows you to contribute authentically, inspiring others, and creating ripples of positive influence. When people witness someone acting from a place of true purpose and passion, it awakens possibilities in themselves, encouraging courage, creativity, and determination. Your alignment becomes a source of inspiration, proof that life can be lived intentionally rather than reactively, and that success is measured not merely by material gain, but by the meaningful impact you create. Developing this alignment requires intentionality and courage. It may mean making difficult choices, letting go of comfort, or stepping away from societal expectations that do not resonate with your inner truth. It demands persistence in pursuing what matters to you, even when recognition is absent or the path ahead is uncertain. Investing time, energy, and focus into nurturing your passions while keeping sight of your purpose is an investment in a life of depth, resilience, and authenticity. Passion and purpose alignment creates a sense of wholeness and empowerment. It allows you to wake up each day with clarity, energy, and a sense of meaning. Your efforts, no matter how small, contribute to a larger vision, and even failures are reframed as lessons and stepping stones. This alignment is not a destination, but a continuous journey of listening to your inner voice, responding to your calling, and allowing your passion to illuminate the path toward your purpose. When your life moves in this harmony, every action becomes an investment in the fullest expression of who you are and the legacy you are meant to leave behind. Celebrating small wins is one of the most powerful habits you can cultivate on the journey of personal growth and self-investment. In a world that often glorifies grand achievements and immediate results, we tend to overlook the small steps that gradually lead to transformation. Yet, it is these small victories that build momentum, reinforce confidence, and create a positive cycle of progress. Recognizing and appreciating them nurtures motivation, sustains effort, and reminds us that every action, no matter how seemingly insignificant, contributes to a larger purpose. Small wins serve as tangible proof that our efforts are yielding results. When we acknowledge them, we affirm our abilities and reinforce our belief in ourselves. Each small victory, completing a task we had been avoiding, learning a new skill, or making progress toward a long-term goal, is a reminder that growth is a process, not an event. Celebrating these moments shifts focus from what is still incomplete to what has already been achieved, creating a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that fuels further action. The act of celebrating small wins also strengthens resilience. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles, and it is easy to feel discouraged when the bigger goals seem distant or overwhelming. By focusing on incremental progress, we train ourselves to recognize that success is not always instantaneous. Every small step forward is a victory over procrastination, doubt, or fear. This mindset encourages persistence, patience, and a positive outlook, reminding us that consistent effort compounds over time, and even the smallest progress is meaningful. Celebrating small wins is not about arrogance or complacency. It is about mindfulness and gratitude. It is a conscious choice to honor your efforts, acknowledge your growth, and appreciate the journey itself. This practice fosters self-compassion, reducing the tendency to compare ourselves to others or to measure worth solely by monumental achievements. When you celebrate small wins, you reinforce the idea that your journey is valuable and that every step, no matter how minor it may seem, is part of the path toward fulfillment and success. Additionally, small wins cultivate motivation and momentum. Achieving even a minor goal releases a sense of satisfaction and energy that propels you forward. It builds a psychological pattern where action leads to reward, encouraging you to continue pursuing challenges with confidence. Over time, these cumulative victories create a strong foundation for tackling larger goals, making the seemingly impossible achievable. By celebrating small successes, you maintain enthusiasm and sustain the drive necessary for long-term growth. Finally, celebrating small wins strengthens relationships and encourages support. Sharing achievements with mentors, friends, or loved ones not only amplifies joy, but also inspires and motivates those around you. Your commitment to recognizing progress, no matter the size, models a positive mindset and demonstrates the importance of valuing effort as much as outcome. By embracing the habit of celebrating small wins, you transform the way you approach life. You cultivate gratitude, resilience, motivation, and self-confidence, and you create a mindset that recognizes growth in every action. Small wins are not trivial. They are the building blocks of lasting success, the proof of progress, and the quiet victories that lead to extraordinary transformation. In reflecting on the journey of investing in yourself, one truth becomes clear. Your growth, fulfillment, and success begin with the choices you make today. Believing in yourself, valuing your time, seeking knowledge beyond books, nurturing your health, surrounding yourself with growth, building resilience, aligning passion with purpose, and celebrating small wins. Each of these steps is a deliberate act of self-investment. Together, they create a foundation of strength, confidence, and clarity that empowers you to face challenges, embrace opportunities, and live a life of meaning. Investing in yourself is not a one-time effort. It is a lifelong commitment to honoring your potential and embracing your journey. The more you dedicate to yourself today, the richer, stronger, and more fulfilled your life becomes tomorrow. Your greatest asset will always be you, and the decision to invest in yourself is the most transformative choice you can ever make.